I actually spent 38 years at St. Mary's, and I started as a youth worker while I was a graduate student. My predecessor, Holt Souter, hired me to work with youth. And then after about a year of that, I was learning all about St. Mary's and about the Episcopal Church with his help. I felt called to ordination in the Episcopal Church, and he supported it, and so I became ordained as a deacon and priest, and I became his assistant. And then in 1984, I was called as the rector, and I stayed there to the end of my career. The story of St. Mary's is fascinating. It really began with the death of a little girl who was 7.5 months old. Her name was Mary Allen, and she lived at Tuckahoe Plantation for a very short while. And her death coincided. She was born on Christmas Eve of 1864, a very dark time in these parts, and died August 14th, 1865, and is buried in Hollywood Cemetery. Her parents at Tuckahoe Plantation wanted to do something to honor her short but beautiful little life, and they raised money and got permission to build a mission church to farmers and later coal miners of the area in Goochland. And it remained a mission from 1878 until 1962. It was served by people who would come through occasionally to do services, but lay people led most of the morning prayer services at St. Mary's. And in 1962, they called their first full-time rector, which was Holt Souter, and they were able to support the budget to have a rector. So I was actually the second rector in the history since 1878. But it has a mission kind of character and flavor to it. It's Carpenter Gothic. It's simple. It's direct. It sits right on the road. And River Road, people will drive by and just see it and think, that's what a church should look like.